we're back. Back in the New York groove. And we know because it looks like this. Okie dokie. I don't like those sounds. I don't like them at all. So we're gonna take care of these guys. Well, Corey just put all our batteries away, so.
No, I didn't.
Alright. You did, because there's a 0.
Press the circle button.
I know I can, but now they can tell we're cheating. The number was a distraction.
They already knew we were cheating. With the fact that you shoot every time that you use your flashlight, they know.
What even is this room? This is useless.
You would not have enough ammo.
Oh, there's another door. Blend it in with the wall. It's not my fault. Ooh, blue lights. Alright, there's gonna be some words of power. These are probably the ones through the bars, maybe?
Can you cut through here? No, not this. One of these doors? No, I guess not.
Bigfoot. An artistic rendering. Oh, the foot of Big. I think we got this one already, didn't we? Maybe that's why we couldn't get the other one, because we had gotten it already?
Maybe.
Yeah. We are back at the beginning of the tunnel.
We are. But now we have a different story to follow.
Yes. This looks like I can't go this way.
It does look like that.
Okay.
Let's follow our story.
I'm looking for the ritual site. Ritual site. Ritual site.
That's where we started last episode.
It is. We've come full circle. Quickie saves. I'm not in any scenes, so I don't need to change my plot. Did I miss the part where they said where the murder site was?
Maybe. Do you want to go back?
It's probably in our loot, or like our... No, that's not what I wanted. I want my plot board, but I want to look at what's over here. Ace of Power, revered by the Torchbearers, a group of mystic outsiders in the tunnels. Find the right story. Murder site, a way deeper. Dark place in New York. Oh yeah, that happened topside.
I couldn't add a new element from here. I'd have to go to the scene.
What's the word of that, though? Okay, it's another save room.
You went back, right?
I went back downstairs, so I'm back where the
The fire pit was on the other side where you listened to the guy's story.
Yeah.
So go back to that. Maybe I'll tell you what you're missing. No. Don't. There.
There's so many creepy dudes down here. I don't like it.
All creepy dudes are bad dudes, though.
Alright, they don't all try and give me a concussion. Or, you know, death. Oh, what are you? Ticket booth. Got no loot. Alright, if you were a murder site, where would you be? Return, don't, something, something, don't write, don't write. Am I in a scene here? No, still no, doing a scene. So I can't change anything. I have no light bulbs that I can turn on. The only way out was up, and that just took us full circle, so
Do you think the murder site might have been at the front of the place?
maybe? But I guess, is the murder site where we first came in, like that cave?
That little tunnel with the dead body or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, so we do want to go back up and see if we can find the cave. The tunnel.
It was through the train,
Yeah.
and then to the right, in like a little cave outlet. Because it was like an end of a tunnel. It looked like a little mining shaft.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... here. I gotta remember how to get back to there. And do I need to switch lights or anything? I cannot remember.
I can't remember. That's in September.
Ugh!
That's a no-go.
That is a no-go zone. You can tell because it's trying to make me nauseous. Okay, okay.
This
This thread fit the scene.
Okay, yeah. Back in the station,
Mm-hmm.
which means now you can change your plot board.
I just did change my plot board.
Oh, okay.
I can put it back, but...
Oh, no, perfect.
But we didn't... This isn't where the tunnel was.
No, I don't know where you're going. Because you don't know how to map.
I don't know how to map.
And you're just taking lights because you feel like that's the right choice to do.
No. I was just making sure it wasn't changing anything.
Oh, yeah, you left the whole place.
Well, I'm gonna change the scene again. And I didn't mean to leave the whole place, but this is where I need to be.
It's in a collapsed tunnel. Do you need me to get you there?
If you don't mind. So I was real close. You can't even be mad. I was so close. You could have just said go down and to the left. Follow the Bigfoots. Okay, this is where I came from. I aggressively bust through the door.
That's where we,
Yes, it is where we came from.
because of the blue light.
Do you need to rewrite the scene or put a light back in place? What's boiling?
Stuff I'm making.
We're not in a scene that we can change. Or can we? Nope.
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was impossible.
But this was where you could toss lights up and down.
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing where. Is it back through the... You gotta cut through the...
Car.
Yeah. Which you just passed.
I cannot cut through this car.
I think you can.
Show me where.
Right there?
This door?
That hole?
This
Yes.
door? Okay.
And then maybe to the... But we just...
Left.
Yeah, to the left. But didn't we just come out of that? Okay, here it is.
Can we do collapsed tunnel?
We're not there yet.
We are. I saw it on the bottom.
Oh. Murder site.
Yes! That feels good.
I don't know why. You didn't do all that by yourself. Whoa! This is a running scene? Nope. Oh, nope. This is a getting killed scene? Did we get murdered? Are we murdered?
Yeah, you died.
We're trapped in a loop?
Yeah, you died.
No.
No?
I mean, it's not in the... Okay, yep. I don't... Okay, so how do we... I gotta run, I gotta keep running. Come on. Run. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. I know. Quit looking back, you plebe. I can't get out. Come on, this is not my fault. If I die, it's not my fault.
What?
Into the light. Into the light. Quick save.
Still have to go on the left.
Well, I didn't die.
Up you go.
We're still running like it's chasing me.
Correct. What are you doing now?
Thought I heard something. I was being preemptive.
We're supposed to still be running?
I don't know. Maybe I ran the wrong way, but oh,
Maybe you're fine.
maybe I'm fine. Reach the murder site. Enter the unblocked tunnel. So I gotta go back?
Yup.
Fork me!
You went down the wrong tunnel. You could reload your save.
I could reload my save.
Because you saved right after you got out of the train.
I did.
When it chased you. So. I wonder if it got stuck in the train and now you can go back?
Maybe?
And you go through the tunnel that it opened?
Maybe? Yeah. Now there's a big gaping hole at the end.
Yeah. That would be my guess.
I couldn't hear the dark presence.
Around the leaves.
It was gone. The tunnel was open.
Oh. Are we sure about that? Ah!
Why?
I don't know. He literally just said it was gone. I was safe.
Yeah, I know. I heard you.
That feels broken.
That feels not fair.
Glad I ran in here and saved. Sure, it was a panic save, but
The tunnel was open now. I could get through. I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
I am just walking.
So the real question is, can you change the board so it doesn't come out and get you anymore?
This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story.
Maybe they do want you to keep it.
I mean, I think it is how we get to the murder room.
Okay. Okay.
But if I die a second time, I'll try changing it. Oh. Run. Run.
Yeah.
Run. I just feel like it catches me really easily, and that's not fair because we slow.
Right.
We slow. I can't help it if we slow. Bruh.
You did it.
Dark presence.
Bruh.
I had seen it before.
You did it.
I remembered now. It was always out there.
Where's my
Hunting
flashlight?
me.
In your hand.
I know, but where can't I see?
Because it's turned off. You had it turned off? That's where you came from.
That's what I thought. It's pretty remote murder site.
Why?
What are we seeing here?
Waves?
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
More naked bodies. It's the same murder site. It's the same dude. Okay.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent?
This is where she saw you.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. Help me get you.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Mount Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home.
We almost made it.
Had the woman in the vision help me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Why? End of part what?
2?
And just like that, we're back at the murder scene. And there's a escape tunnel for us right there, I'm guessing. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Look for Alice. Now I gotta go to the apartment. How is that connected at all? He's like, look, I found the murder site. And then all of a sudden he's like, I gotta find Alice in that apartment tower.
He did just see Saga, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that part makes sense. But then all of a sudden the tower's coming at him. It's weird. It's weird.
Well, he knew that something had changed in the story. That doesn't seem fair. You're making it weird.
I guess he's trapped in his own story. So yeah, I'll allow it because he's a wishy-washy writer, changing his mind all the time.
To the murder site, I felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that's soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
This is making me crazier. We're just trying to get out of these creepy tunnels and get to that apartment building, apparently. Hashtag new goals.
New darkness, new goals?
Yeah.
Darkness.
I'm pretty sure we've seen this one. Yeah, we already have that one. Alright, how do I get out of here?
The station had changed. I was
Again?
closer now.
Closer to what? Where did it? Oh. Maybe use it to get out of here. Okay. We are out
Parliament Tower,
of the place.
our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
The dark place. The dark place. The dark place. Is that phone ringing again? That's what it sounds like, but I think it's just background noise because he's not like. That is a phone.
She's calling for help from the top floor.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way,
Rude.
Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Y'all are divorced, dog. She left her after you let her drown in the lake.
Hey, we spent a lot of time and effort trying to get her back.
Yeah, she don't give a shit though.
Apparently not. But he did say ex and not widow, so. again.
No.
Look for Alice. Haunting. Oh boy.
Haunting. I
Alice's
like this
photo
chapter.
equipment is set to go off when the door opens.
I don't like any of this. Or my flashlight. Hmm.
Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
And I'm apparently locked out
This
of.
symbol wasn't here before.
What symbol?
On the floor? Nope. On the walls, maybe? That.
No, that's art. Maybe there's a symbol on the door. Ah, yep. There's a swirly swirly on the door.
Oh, get in that snail.
I can't. It's locked.
Get up in there. That swirly, swirly snail.
Alice's video camera.
Locate the
No
memory
card
card.
inside.
Okie dokie.
Good old fashioned swirly, swirly snail.
Video art doc. There's multiple screens of the dark place. Oh, so she's making art out of our trauma. Awesome.
She's what?
Making art out of our trauma.
Well, got rich from getting divorced. Why not?
Hmm.
You would do the same.
Oh, what? Hey, there's a memory card.
Alice's memory card.
Wouldn't. Looking for a memory card.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go explore before I go putting it in there. House is not as big as I thought it was. Check. Looks like somebody got.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition
This is a photo of
posters.
Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Who's Scratch? Clearly they're into modern art. Everything looks like somebody just took a paintbrush and went art. My prediction is she's super abducted.
When I was younger,
I know who
photography
she
was
is.
everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. aren't
Why
ready.
is this just like a recording? I don't
Things
know.
went wrong. Penny was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
Trying to save your butt.
Easy for people to think it was my fault.
Kind of it was.
Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night.
Interesting.
Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Haunting. Crying out for help, maybe.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film.
So she's literally catching the shadow
This is the
people.
focus
I guess
of
that
this
is cool.
exhibition.
I retract my trauma
Show people.
statement.
The world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Who is Scratch? Okie dokie. Well, I'm in the apartment, and that was the only thing. I don't want to watch that whole thing again. Oh, we're going in! Do we have split personality disorder? And Scratch is our dark side self?
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looked me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Dun dun dun. End of part. What part? I don't know, but it's the end. Was quick. But that puts us at the end of this recording. So we will pick up here next time where I don't know what our goal and or intentions will be. So tune in to find out. I'm guessing Saga is part of those things. Or we are Saga. Or we're finally caught up. We are caught up. We've been rescued. We've been talking.
Okay.
We've been
Let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen.
thinking, oh my
For the last
god, what is
13 years,
happening?
You've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy.
So were
Bringing
we
the
just
Dark
playing
Place
as
to Bright Falls?
Scratch
Yes.
ourselves?
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time,
This will be back in 2010.
yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based
The
on
last
that,
time I was an old lady.
there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it.
The
Scratch wants it to
Deluminator.
bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My
Yeah.
memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Dun dun dun.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you
We did, but you was not
in the dark place.
a detective. You was a professor.
I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
And just like that, we're Saga again. Interesting. Alright.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
This is where we'll pick up next time. See y'all then.